Hi, my name is Melody Seals. I'm going to teach you how to put together and play a couple tunes on the saxophone, specifically the bass sax. First, you want to put on your harness. For the alto or tenor, I'd recommend using a neck strap. Next, you want to get your reed out. For beginners, I'd recommend using the Vendorian brand, and I'd recommend using a 2 or 2.5. And while you're putting it together, I suggest leaving it in your mouth so you can make sure it's wet. Next, get your mouthpiece and neck out, and you just twist it on. I'm going to show you what the tenor looks like. It's basically the same as the bass sax. All saxophones have the same fingerings, but they're all in different keys. The tenor is in the key of B flat, and the alto is in the key of E flat. Next, now usually you'd have a ligature, and there's metal ones and there's leather ones, but they're pretty much the same. But I lost mine at a competition this weekend, so if that ever happens to you, you can always use a rubber band. Make sure you put it on there a couple times to make sure it's tight. You want to make sure it's level with the mouthpiece like that. You don't want it hanging over too much. Next, when you pick up bass sax, you want to make sure this is loose. You twist it on and make sure you tighten it. Not too tight though. Now for the notes. For the bass sax, there is 3 main notes. The C, which is just this middle one right here. The B, which is right here, and the G, which is all 3. So C, middle one, B is the first one, G is all 3. Now for the embouchure, there is different types of embouchure. There's something called a single embouchure and a double embouchure. Depending on what your needs are, you could use either one. For a double embouchure, you just put your lips over both your teeth and basically clamp on like that. For a single embouchure, you leave your teeth on top of here, but have your bottom lip hugging the reed mouthpiece. Those are 2 of the most common ones. For the alto and tenor, the mouthpieces are different sizes. This is a tenor mouthpiece. This is an alto mouthpiece. As you can see, there is a decent size difference, but it's pretty much all the same embouchure wise. Now, to play I'll teach you how to play the tune Hot Cross Buns. It's just B, A, and G. B, like I said, is the first one. A new one is A, which is 1, 2, and then G is 1, 2, 3. That's B. That's A. That's G. Also, this is the octave key. All the saxophones have this. Not every saxophone has this one. This is just an optional key. It's for one of the lowest notes, which is AA. But not all bass saxes have that key. And then put all of it together. You have the beginning of Hot Cross Buns. Next, there's a couple more notes. You have F, which is 1, 2, 3, 1. You have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, which is E, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which is D. This is what D sounds like. And also, what the octave key does is it brings it up. So this is D with the octave key. This is D without the octave key. As you can see, it makes a big difference. Anytime you go above a C on the staff, you'd want to use the octave key. Eventually, it becomes muscle memory. Like I said, as you can see, the tenor doesn't have that A flat key right here. The lowest note on the tenor is a B flat, while on this is the A flat. And that's how you put together and ensemble the various acts.